Nonetheless, to the elders and apostles of Queen Mary Son, Shalom, also to the wandered Israelites, which include the Jewish children, Israel, Negros, Latinos, and Indians, who are still oppressed together according to the book of Jeremiah 15:32, but to whom so lay paternity, adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Romans, chapter 9, if you don't know. Okay, and this is blacklisted news. North Korea joins the party. And it's not a long article, okay, but we will go into some scriptures to prove that it's on point, basically. Okay. It's amazing to me that we seem to have complete idiots driving these events, and they think that they can just intimidate whoever. All my sources state clearly that China and North Korea will join Russia against this climate change and authoritarian vision of a one-world government. Biden is incompetent, and he just said he intends to run for a second term in 2024. Zelensky, who says whatever the Biden administration writes on his teleprompter, that he will now only negotiate with Russia after they overthrow Putin. The theory that overthrowing dictators in the Middle East and the people will cheer us celebrate with some ticker tape parrots has been the delusion of warmongers. They are once again doing the same thing in Russia this time. The hardliness are not going to be as timid as Putin. My sources have never been wrong. North Korea and economic confidence model. Okay, you can see a picture. Okay. North Korea. Okay, and economic confidence model. Okay, so it's not so complicated to understand what he is trying, or she is trying to say. North Korea has fired an unidentified ballistic missile over Japan, demonstrating it could destroy Japan without repercussions. An escalation not seen in years prompted Tokyo to evacuate some residents. Sirens blare for an air raid in the northern prefectures of Hokkaido and Aomori and Tuesday morning. Our models are showing January is a serious target in so many markets. This US attack on the Nord Stream is trying to completely undermine the economy of Russia to defeat it once and for all, and its Zelensky change in demand for the overthrow of Russia is all counting on the US destroying its economy to force the people to do their work for them. Many people have written in from around the world asking why none of this ever took place under Trump. The difference was that Trump was a businessman, and he understood that only a vibrant economy will produce world peace, as was the case under Rome. Once all the provinces enjoyed free trade and the people prospered by being part of the Roman Empire, which was common marketplace that produced the Pax Romana. Okay, for example, Turkey is in that same place. Okay, the idiots we now have in power think that world peace is only accomplished by force of arms. Okay, and, this is just this article I'm just reading. Okay, I don't call these people idiots or whatever. Okay, in worst case I call them heathens. Okay, but that's already a worst case if you think about what the scripture says. Okay, let me prove that real quick. Okay, it depends, of course. Okay, but we know to the spirit who is a heathen and who not, okay. You see, 2nd Esther 6 and 65 as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Kann. The idiots we now have in power think that world peace is only accomplished by force of arms. Okay, like the beautiful brother from Tanzania, James Tanzania, said, Yashaya, these Neanderthals and their weapons, okay, or their guns, Salafa, these Neanderthals and their guns, you see, it's really the case. You know? This is a policy that is doomed, and in the process, in every war, the civilian death toll is typically 10 times that of the soldiers on the battlefield. Just one nuke hitting Philadelphia takes out New York City and Washington D.C. Okay, and that's the modern warfare, if you don't know. Okay, I show you something. Okay, submarine of Gog and Magog. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is very dangerous here. Okay, it has place for 6 very harmful weapons here. Okay, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is a very dangerous weapon here. It's the submarine of Gog and Magog. Okay, and they even changed the place of it. You know, it was kind of like camping somewhere, and now they changed the place of it. You know, so whatever they're doing, okay, they are prepared. Let's say like that. At least they are prepared for everything that's coming. Okay. Okay, it can already go kilometers in the water, okay, without people seeing what's happening, okay. You see these torpedoes, or you call it, you know, these missiles, okay. 6, you know, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, these things are prepared for the judgment day, okay, against these cave dwellers. Okay. A cave dweller weapon for the cave dwellers. Okay, that's just how to their surprise this will end. Okay. This was maybe the first place where it was, and now it switched their place. No, it's not the same, I believe, but you know. Okay, this looks dangerous also. Okay, and that's just 2022. Okay, and things will not to change. Okay, so of course this will, you know, this all looks like a game, and it's not coincidence that it looks like a game. Okay, because all these things what I showed you, okay, are actually okay, if you travel to these countries, you will see these things. Okay, it's not like I show you pictures here that are from movies or so. Okay, or these pictures what I showed you are some animation. No, these things are in these countries ready to use. Okay. Okay, so wherever the wicked is, doesn't matter if it's America or somewhere else. Revelation 17 and 16 says, "And the 10 horns which shall souse upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." What you think this burn her with fire means? Okay, of course it means nuclear destruction first and foremost, and as I said, the wicked is not safe. Okay, hide us from. Okay, the wicked is not safe. Doesn't matter if you're in Germany or in America or whatever. If you of that seed, it will eventually get you. Revelation 6 and 16, "And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, hide us from the faster of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. You see, for the great day of his wrath is come." You see, and you see that by these pictures that I showed you, that he's not playing. Okay, because it's just preparation. Okay, it's not like Yahweh brings all of a sudden, from 0 to 100. No, he shows you clearly to these different nations that there will come a war, there will come more plagues. Okay, he showed you already some plagues, and this will continue and getting worse day to day. Okay, and not saying that it will not be a certain percentage. For example, he showed you 40% of 40% of you know of war escalation, and all of a sudden a nuclear missile will be shot. Okay, of course this can happen, and it, of course it will be escalation all of a sudden. Okay, like the scripture says, the day of the Lord comes like a thief in the night. You see, so that's of course a surprise attack, and all of a sudden, but clearly to the signs what you have already, you can see that this all of a sudden thing comes soon. Okay, so it's not like all of a sudden. It's more like you see something like all what you see right now happening, these prophecies popping like popcorn, and besides that, all of a sudden comes the big thing. You see, and that's beautiful, because it's just prophecy, and it shows that the time is on. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? You see. Okay. You see, because you have our people also believing and thinking that these people will be saved, but Proverbs 11 and 21 talks about dog hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. You see, verse 22, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout. Okay, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. 22, the desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. You see, because there can nothing else come to these people. You see, because the expectation of the wicked is wicked. You see, is wrath. Okay, if you, for example, just a quick example, if you let's say in the morning you cooking something. Okay, you put 2 eggs in a pot, okay, or in a pan, or how you say. Okay, 2 eggs. Guess what will come out, man? Not 3 eggs, not 4 eggs, not 1 egg. Okay, and not a you know it will not be a toast bread coming out, okay? Because you put eggs in that pan, okay? So guess what? If you put wickedness in that pan, or if you put an egg in that pan, okay, an egg, you will, in the end, you will have an egg being cooked, okay? Not a toast bread, not a onion, it will be an egg, okay? And this is what this will eventually get back to you, just like these heathens say karma, okay? What you put in comes out. So guess what? All these people enjoying or thinking that wickedness brings somewhat reward to them will eventually be the exact opposite, because of their lack of knowledge. You see, and with that, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Marashai, Bashem Marashai, Bashem Kudash. Shalom.